course, Automotive, coming to you again today about my 2008 Silverado 1500. Come on here before and discuss some electrical issues that I had. We got a video covering the fuel pump control module failure, one covering the BCM failure, and was able to figure out what was going on with those, got them nipped in the bud. But I've been having this issue here for probably 6 months now. I've been driving the truck like this, and I hate to do that. Here's a cold start for you guys. But anyway, the issue I'm having now is transmission related. Transmission, I know some guy's gonna mention how bad I need tires whenever I post this, so just so you know. I don't know. But what I got going on is first off, no shift indicator at all whatsoever. I have an ABS light on. I've got a bad wheel speed sensor harness, and out mudding one night, I had a tire pop off and destroy one of my brand new TPMS sensors. So I know that's all these lights going on down here. But check engine lights for a camshaft position sensor not learned. And I also have, well, let's talk about this first. We'll go in order, but I have no shift indicator, and that's, if you can see, whenever I put it into gear, the truck really jumps pretty hard, and the truck jumps pretty hard. Also, whenever I select four-wheel drive low, put it in a neutral, it refuses to switch into four-wheel drive low, which I'm willing to assume is because the truck doesn't know that it's in neutral, based on the symptom I'm having with the shift indicator. And also, the reverse lights don't work. So all these things having to do with the shift indicator, the reverse lights, and all that, I was inclined to believe that I could have a bad neutral safety switch. But two things. One, I unplugged that switch and the truck wouldn't start. I plugged it back in, the truck would start. It will start in park and neutral, and it won't start in other gears, which is a good thing. But that goes to tell me that there's just trying to start it in reverse, try to start it in drive, no go. But so it led me to believe that the neutral safety switch was bad at first, whenever I had no shift indicator, no reverse lights. I'm assuming that I can't get into four low because the truck doesn't know that it's in neutral. So all that led me to believe that the neutral safety switch could be bad. Well, against my better judgment, I went ahead and changed it, even though in my mind, the fact that it wouldn't start in other gears, it would start in the gears that it's supposed to, and when it was unplugged completely, it wouldn't start, and when you plug it back in, it would start. I changed it anyway just because I felt like that was a cheap shot at trying to take care of this problem that I've been having for 6 months. Also, when you're driving the truck, you take off from a light or a stop sign and you're in first gear, the truck will take off and fine, but whenever you get to the top of first gear, you have to release the throttle a little bit, and then it'll shift to second gear. At highway speeds and anything beyond second gear, everything works exactly like it's supposed to. But if you are driving in first gear and just hold the throttle to the floor, it'll bounce off the rev limiter, and so it's not shifting on its own into second gear. So I want to post this video just to bounce this idea off some of you guys. I've dug around the fuse box, I've dug around the internet, and I don't see anything that stands out to me. I want to lean towards it could be a transmission control module, but that's a $250 replacement that I don't want to make if it's unnecessary. Tracing the wiring for everything is just a nightmare. Now, I also have codes that are accompanying this problem, so I'm going to plug the scanner in real quick and mention these codes to you guys, because I would really like, if at all possible, to get this sorted out before I tear up my transmission that only has 80,000 miles on it. Codes that I have accompanying these problems. See, 9 codes. The crankshaft variation not learned has been in there for some time, and that actually happened when I got my BCM replaced. Used a junkyard unit. I had door lock issues, turn signal issues. There, you can watch the video called look up Silverado BCM problems or something like that. You can check my channel out and find that video. But after I went and I took the truck to the dealership to have the radio sync to the BCM, because the VIN number has to match and all that good stuff, so you have to take it to the dealership. And when I got it back, I had this crankshaft position variation not learned code, and I feel like the dealer screwed me on that because it wasn't there before. But anyway, so I know what that code is for. And then I've got here we are, transmission control system request, MIO request, which is a generic, there's a problem with your transmission code. Then I have transmission turbine input shaft speed sensor circuit, no signal, and transmission fluid pressure switch circuit, 2 transmission fluid pressure switch, position switch circuit, TFP valve position switch start in wrong range, and then those are all duplicates of that code, those codes that I already showed. But I feel like, I mean, it's, again, I said that this transmission only has like 88,000 miles on it, and so I mean, I'm not willing to believe that it's a mechanical malfunction in the transmission. Those parts should be new, and I have all these other electronic, the shift indicator, the reverse lights, the shifting is the only thing that is point blank mechanical. It could be mechanical. So I'm willing to believe this is an electrical issue, and I would like to know if any of you guys have any kind of idea what I might be looking at here. Had the same issue, had it repaired, that sort of thing. So drop a comment if you guys know of anywhere for me to start looking before I start spending money replacing parts. I know that I could get into a wiring diagram and test wiring, and that's fine if that's what I have to do, but I would prefer to not do that if I don't have to, obviously. So if there's any kind of advice you guys can give me to try to speed up the process of figuring this out, I sure would appreciate it. We'll be back with a new video soon. You guys have a good one. Like and subscribe. Thanks.
Hard right. Gotta have Jack Daniels, always.
Scott's over here cutting wood. This is our makeshift fire pit. Bacon and eggs and biscuits on this here fantabulous fire.
Alright guys, be sure and hit that like button if you like the video, subscribe, and leave a comment if there's anything you'd like to see in the near future. Thanks. See ya.